What's up YouTube? My name's Kenneth and it's time for another Twisty Puzzle unboxing. So this has come from efforts.com and as you can see it's quite beat up. So let's get into it. Took about 3 weeks to get here and what we have is the Rubik's Cube. So it's called the Rubik's Cube because it's sort of like the Dino Cube. And they were going to call it the Dino X, but that reminded someone of T-Rex. And so they call it the Rubik's Cube. And I got mine in white, as you can see. And so it actually looks a lot smaller than I expected. Here it is next to a Rubik's Cube. Actually, wait a second. This is my pepper grinder. Let me get a Rubik's Cube. Here we go. This is a Dian Gu Hong. It is the exact same size. I don't know exactly how hard this is to solve or how it turns or anything, so I'm not sure if I'll be able to solve it, but here's how it turns. Oh, that is cool. That's very neat. I kind of don't want to scramble it yet. That might be too late. I always do that. I get too excited about these things and I mess it up. I'm so close. What did I do? Oh, whew. I thought I lost it. So yeah, I'm really excited about this. It turns actually much nicer than I expected. Much nicer than, say, the Dino dodecahedron I just got. But yeah, this one turns really great. So I guess I will scramble it. Yeah, it wants to turn. Whereas some puzzles don't want to turn. This one wants to turn, and I like that. It really has a nice size and feel to it. It is the same size as a Rubik's Cube. With all these shapes in here and the complexity, it made me think that it would be bigger than a Rubik's Cube, but it's the same size. Look, you can almost see down there. I don't know if you can see into there, but I can see a screw in there. I'm guessing this will be very easy to take apart and lubricate if I so desire. Look, I popped a piece already. Yeah. So this is vertex turning, just like the Dino Cube. Corners spin. So yeah, I'm excited about this puzzle. Hopefully I can solve it. We'll see. So far, I'm loving this puzzle. I think it's really cool. I love the way it moves. So far, I've only gotten one side, but I'm not even sure if that's how to go about solving it. It's very difficult to wrap my head around how it moves, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take it apart because I just got to see the inside of this thing. So I figured I'll take you guys along for the ride. So let's see what's inside here. Here is an edge piece. I don't know what to call the pieces even. Let's see. So I have no idea how this puzzle works, so let's find out. Well, now it's just like a Dino Cube, isn't it? In fact, I've never solved a Dino Cube before, so I think I'll just see if I can do a Dino Cube. I know I can, I've never have. But this moves just like a Dino Cube now, so might as well give it a try. There we go, I can do a Dino Cube. So I think it's time to get even further inside this puzzle. Looks like I need a screwdriver. I'll be back. Wow, look at the tiny core it has. So it is just a Dino Cube kind of in the middle, in the center. I'm bringing them all up to the open side, and you can now see a fully dismantled Rubik's Cube. So there's my Rubik's Cube. Now I got to put it back together. So it's been a couple days and I did learn how to solve it. I'm really happy with this puzzle. I'm really happy I can solve it. It was more challenging than I expected, but it was a lot of fun to figure it out. The problem I was having, the hardest part, was to manipulate these, I'm going to call them skinny triangle pieces. So I was having trouble manipulating them without hurting anything else. And it was really confusing because I thought I would do the same move and I'd get a different result every time. It was very frustrating for a while, but I did figure it out. I did have to make some algorithms. So here are my 2 algorithms. And for these algorithms, I had to come up with my own notation. So here's what the notation is. Each corner is numbered, right? So the top left corner is number 1, the top right corner is number 2, and so forth. And so if I write 2, that means turn corner 2 clockwise. So 4 prime means counterclockwise. And so those are the algorithms. And what the algorithms did was they kind of cycle these skinny edges, skinny triangles around. So one of the algorithms, what it does is it takes this edge, puts it here, takes this skinny triangle and puts it over here, takes this one and puts it all the way back in this one's place. But that's what I thought it did. What it actually does is it takes this one and puts it here. This one moves to here, this one moves to here, this one moves to here, and this one moves back up to here. And the reason I thought it only moved 3 of them was, if say this one's blue and it's coming up in this place, and this blue's moving down here, when I'm done, they'll both be blue and it'll look like this one never changed. And so that's what I thought was happening, and that was one of the reasons why it was kind of confusing. A lot of you filled out the poll I mentioned in a video a couple weeks back, and one of the things a lot of people said I could do to improve my videos was to go more in depth on these unboxings. And for me, that's a little hard to do because I get bored easily when watching a video, so please let me know if this video is too long. But what I will do, a lot of people asked, is that to solve the puzzles that I unbox. So I think what I'm going to do is scramble it up and give it a solve. Timer on your mark, get set, go. Y'all should know by now, I always do the red side first. Once the red side's done, I do these Dino edge pieces. So let's see, and they're very easy to do. So that's done. Now I choose whatever side looks easiest next. And green looks easiest because I already have these 2 together. So let's do green. Once green's done, I like to do the opposite color next. So that will be blue. All right, 3 sides done, green, red, blue. Now all that's left are these 3 sides. So let's see how bad they are, and they look pretty bad. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All of these are broken. A couple of these. So this is where the thinking comes in. So my algorithm does a specific thing, so I have to use setup moves to put it in a position where my algorithm becomes useful. I'm about to hit the 10-minute mark. I think this stops at 10 minutes, which is too bad. So I'll restart it. Oh, yep. Power on and go. So this is more than 10 minutes. Like I said, I'm not very fast at this. Whew, that took so long. So I can solve it. Remember, that was 10 minutes plus a minute and a half, so basically 11.5 minutes to solve it, which is a long time for any puzzle, but I really like this puzzle. I like that it's hard to solve. I like that it takes a lot of thought to figure out how to solve this thing. It's a good challenge, definitely a good challenge. You know, if you've never learned how to do a Rubik's Cube and you bought this first, I don't know, maybe this is a little easier than the Rubik's Cube, but once you know the Rubik's Cube, you kind of think, I should be able to solve lots of puzzles. This is not one that's going to come easily to you if you already know the Rubik's Cube. Whereas the 4x4, 5x5, 6x6, 7x7, they're not that much harder than a Rubik's Cube. They're pretty easy. This one I found to be much harder than a Rubik's Cube. But again, that's just my opinion. So I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10, 10 being the hardest, 5 being a Rubik's Cube, and 1 being obvious. So that's this puzzle. I really like it. I do recommend it. You know, it turns well. It's fun to play with. It's one of the ones that I will keep out for anyone to pick up and play. It does pop every once in a while, but not so much that I'm worried to give it to my little niece or something like that. So this is my unboxing and first thoughts of the Mefferts Challenge Rex Cube, designed by Andrew Cormier, and you can check out his YouTube channel if you like. I'll put a link to that in the description. Thanks guys for watching, and of course I hope you guys have a great day.